Shalom, Israel. My name is Officer Kayad, one out of I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica. I.S.U.P.K started 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I.S.U.P.K is run by Commanding General YAHANNA, the one man with the rank and the authority to lead Israel at this time. I say Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Barakatam to my brothers, Yahweh Shamar Alatan Ba'asham Yahweh Shai to my sisters. All right, so we'll talk about, the information that our people are being fed by some, some popular names in our society, like for one, Mutabaruka. Of course, the Christian church is one of the major, in fact, the major, belief system that our people, gravitate to, because it is a bunch of soothsayings and, and they're saying what the people want to hear. So the people gravitate to it, regardless of how detrimental the teaching is to them and them life. You understand? But come to find out that the Rastafari community is no different. Different. You understand? And Mutabaruka, What you can consider him the biggest name in a Rastafariism when it comes to teaching. You understand? For the most part, the Rastafari leaders them are musicians. So you talk about Sizzla Kalonji, the Chronics, which, you will find out say them not say eye to eye, really, But Mutabaruka now, when it comes to teaching, majority of Jamaica, all people who don't believe in that Rastafariism religion, subscribe to Mutabaruka. But the problem with our people, what we don't understand is that Mutabaruka and so many of the other teachers who claim to be teachers, here in Jamaica, they are feeding the people fast food information. And what do I mean by fast food information? Information that is easy to access. By turning on the radio. You understand? Information that tastes good or sound good. You understand? But at the end of the day, it's not good for you. You understand? An idea is not rooted in facts. You understand? The end of the day, that will cause problem in the future. Same like fast food. What fast food with you? Fast food give you heart disease and blood pressure problem and diabetes in the future, because it is food that is not, cook. It's not healthy food, and that is the information that you're getting from these leaders. All right. Of course, we have access right this moment to show you exactly the clipping that I'm referring to. So what me I gonna do, me I gonna elaborate. See? So me I listen Mutabaruka, last night, and two separate podcasts. See? Of course, you have uploaders who re-upload in content, right? But it's him nonetheless. He's saying that, he went to some school and he asked the teacher them about Marcus Garvey. And, and the teachers weren't able to tell him that Marcus Garvey founded the first political party in Jamaica, which is true. You understand? And the conclusion that he came to was that we need to come back to our, African roots. You understand? We need to start teach our African roots in these schools, and these teachers must learn their African roots and pass it on to the children. In a nutshell, what he was saying. Verbatim, that wasn't what he said, but this was the point he's trying to make. See? And then the question is, where are our African roots? We don't have any kind of African roots. Our African roots start when we fled into Africa fleeing Roman persecution. You know what I mean? Which the I.S.U.P.K bring out time and time again, which Rastafari community cannot, cannot, disclaim what we say, but still, decide that they are going to come up against it or reject it. Information that is substantiated. See? So we need to come back to our African roots, and we are not Africans. You understand? But it sounds good to the mass, the mass majority of people who want to hear that we are African. And it's easy. You don't get no trouble when it comes to your brain processing the information. We black like African them, so we must be African. They took us from Africa, we must be Africans. You know what I mean? Down there, we don't have to move no further. See, that easy to sell to the people them. Just like, oh, you know what I mean? God love everybody. Easy to sell to the people them. You know what I mean? Where the Christian pastor is concerned. But when you analyze the Bible never say God love everybody. As a matter of fact, it said opposite. Right? And when you check history, we are not Africans. But selling the people this lie that we are Africans is easy to sell because majority of the people them accept the fact that we are Africans. When in fact, the native to the land where them call Africa, which is not its original name, and them need for, and this is the ignorance where them pass on, you know. Africa is not the name of that land. The white man gave that land the name Africa. Yet still them want you to be proud of that name Africa. The native to that land, which is the land of Ham or Ham, see, they are the ones that sold us to the oppressor. Same like how the oppressor supported the Ukraine to fight against Russia, to overthrow Russia, is the same way they supported the Africans, arming the Africans, giving them musket guns. It is the same way they gave the Africans these guns to overrun us. So that the Africans had, you know what I mean, so much to benefit from that because they wanted us out of their land. So they got us out of the land, right? And now we are over here in captivity. And there's no African country or African state that is protesting on our behalf as to say, yo, look, you know, ill treat with brothers over there, you know what I mean? You no need to lift on the foot off of the necks of our brothers who were sold into slavery. That's because the Africans were complicit in our slavery. It is we over here because of leaders like Mutabaruka who is trying to tie ourselves to the Africans. When the Africans are dealing, the Africans them are dealing with scan, you know, like when you scan somebody, we don't really want to deal with them. That's how the Africans them are deal with we. But Mutabaruka and some of these Rasta artists and the Rastafari community, which is no different from the Pan-African community over in the United States, they are forcing us to tie ourselves to the Africans, and the Africans don't want anything to do with us except for the fact that they benefit from our music and our culture. And then these same foolish leaders like Mutabaruka claim that we get our culture from the Africans when it is clearly the opposite. If the Africans were so skilled in drum playing, why them couldn't make dancehall and reggae? Why take our dancehall and reggae to get them a vibes and we don't even listen to them Afro music? Them Afrobeat where them play over there, we don't care about that. We don't listen to that. We don't like that. As a matter of fact, that Afrobeat was stolen from one specific rhythm in dancehall. So why them can't do what we do since we are the same people? Mutabaruka would like you to think that those billions of people in Africa are where you, the small amount, the 2.5 or 3 million Jamaicans come from. But yet still, you are more gifted than what, 1 billion people in Africa? Something wrong, man. Something not add up. And we in the I.S.U.P.K, we have the way you call it, the missing piece of that puzzle. You understand? So when we say yo Mutabaruka and them must serve you fast food information because you know what I mean, even though it sounds good, it sounds, you know what I mean, it sounds so good to go against the status quo, which is what status quo is bad. The system that has oppressed our people is bad. You know what I mean? Rastafari portray themselves as the alternative. You understand? That will come up against this system. The system that is bad. But what kind of information are they serving you? Fast food information, information that is not good, information that is bad, and information that will not change the condition that you are in. You understand? Information that doesn't change your condition, doesn't make you wise enough. But we in the I.S.U.P.K and a commanding general, YAHANNA, we give you the root and cause as to why we went into this captivity. You understand? because we broke the covenant that we had with the Creator. You understand? That is why we are in this captivity that we are in right now. Because we broke a covenant with the Creator, the Almighty Power, which Rasta why you believe say, yo, that Almighty Power is Selassie. You understand? You see the you know what I mean? You see the kind of information that they want to feed to our people. You know what I mean? To show you that, you know what I mean, them don't really have no solution. And that is basically the case. Because them have no solution, them sell your information that is, it tastes good. You know what I mean? It is easy to access on the radio. You just have to flick on IRFM. You understand? That's all you have to do to get information from Muta. You don't have to do no research for yourself. You can just turn on the internet and hear who Muta learn him information from. Learn from them too. You see? But I just fast food information that doesn't solve the problem. But we in the I.S.U.P.K and a command in general, and we have a track record of solving the issues that plague our people. You understand? We do the things where we say, it go against the norm in a society. Society don't like what we have to say because it go against the norm. So we don't get rich off of the information that we provide. We just provide the truth, whether you like it or not. You know what I mean? We provide the truth. Jesus is a black man. The Christian church, you know what I mean, teaches a color no matter. You know what? Here what we have to say when we say Jesus is a black man, you know, because the Christian church has done brainwash our people already. You know? When we say God love only the children of Israel and you are the children of Israel, you know what? Hear that because the Christian church tell us, look, God love everybody. And in your mind, you say, yeah, that sound fair. That sound fair. God love everybody. Me would I love everybody. That sound fair. That sound like a God where me would have serve. But in reality, we just tell you the truth. God don't love everybody. God love you. And like a good father, I'm punish you. You understand? The Rastafari community say, yo, we are Africans and we need to go to Africa. We tell you, so we are not Africans. The Africans are our enemies like the white man. You know why I hear that? Because the songs them sound so good. You understand? The songs them are Garnet Silk and them artists they sing. It's so melodious. It enchants you just like the music in the Christian church. You don't want to let go that. You don't want to let go that. Or you feel let go that for some man where you say, yo, look, we are the children of Israel and we have a responsibility and we need to come back to the laws that the Most High gave us. You don't want to hear that. You rather listen to some music. Music is easier, but that is fast food. That is just fast food. You know what I mean? It full your belly, but it'll kill you in the long run. It is not the truth. The information that we in the I.S.U.P.K provide come directly from the Hebrew records, which this world called the Bible, which is the word of the Most High, which is the records and the history about the children of Israel and the covenant that we have with the Most High, the Creator. See? That is not fast food. That never change. You know what I mean? That can't spin and that can't turn. You know what I mean? No care what the Christian church try, it still remain, it's in the book. You know what I mean? That is organic information from the soil. You know what I mean? Good information that will nourish you and make you wiser and teach you what is going on around you and teach you how to come out of the captivity that you are in. Organic, not fast food information. Unlike the Christian church, unlike Mutabaruka, which the information, what they speak, it is easy to speak it because it is popular. It is popular information. You understand? Everybody don't accept the fact that we are Africans already. So to continue that dogma, saying it's not difficult. Muta can just continue and put his own spin on it, things that him don't even believe. Like for example, and this is madness. I'm gonna show you how. You know what I mean? How deceitful these leaders are. Then Muta said that until the oppressor came, Africa was not divided by borderlines and all them things. We could have go anywhere in Africa. No wire fence, no, you know what I mean? No wire fence never in Africa. I would have played the tape if I could, but I can't play it now. See? No why offense there in Africa. But you accept it. You know why you accept it? Because it sounds good. Yeah, in Africa we did free. We could have just run up and down and do whatever war. That is a lie. Africa was divided based on tribal regions. If you were from a certain tribe, you could go certain places. You would have been caught and killed by other warring factor, a warring tribe. And that is facts. The only difference is the oppressor came and changed those borders and call it after his own self, Africa, after the man named, the Italian general named Scipio Africanus. He changed the borders, but borders was there. And we, when we fled into Africa, we had our own borders. We couldn't cross certain borders. And the Africans couldn't cross our borders. It was the oppressor who armed the Africans and gave them the power to overthrow we. After persecuting us from, you know what I mean, from the death of our king Yahushua, when them invaded, you know what I mean, Jerusalem in 70 AD, and we fled from Jerusalem. We are the children of Israel, the Hebrew Israelites. You understand? We are not no Africans. Muta said that, but Muta know we are not Africans, and him know say Africa had borders. That the people, the natives of Africa, you know what I mean, drew to mark their ownership on their land. But when you hear it, you know what you say? A true man, a real thing. It sounds good to you, that is fast food information. Let me jump to some scripture. So Muta and the Christian pastor, them make them money off of talking. So them have to talk the things, them have to pay them. Muta is now a rich man. Then Muta rich. And him get rich off of the lies we him tell you. Same with the Christian pastor. We in the I.S.U.P.K, we get poorer for the information we tell you because you don't want to hear it. Then, this is what the scripture have to say. This is the book of Micah chapter 3 and verse 11. And it said, the heads thereof judge for reward. Right. And the priests thereof teach for hire. That is Muta, that is the Christian pastor, that is the Rastafari community. Them say the things them where you are here. See? Them know you are here, so we are Africans. God, that lie was already spread by the oppressor. And you accept it. So them add lie to lie to lie to lie to suit you so you can keep them rich. Right now, Bobo Hill is a tourist attraction. Why would they stop teaching that you are African? Sisela try include the Hebrew that he learned from the I.S.U.P.K. Saying in it. But every Rasta road with that. You understand? Sisela knew that the Hebrew was right, and knew that we were the children of Israel. You know? He know that, you know. But he can't let go Rastafari easy. That will look shameful upon him. Cut him locks and know, say, boy, that is not the real locks. That's a dreaded locks. That's a dirty locks that the Edens wear. But real locks are braids. He don't want to do that. He might look like a sellout dread. Zane, but he know the Hebrew. He know that what commanding General YAHANNA teach is right. You understand? But to make him money, if he continue, you know what I mean, making that money, you know what I mean, him prophesy for hire, him teach for hire. Let me read that again. And the priests thereof teach for hire. Then, and the prophets thereof divine for money. And that is what Muta does. Muta run a radio program named Cutting Edge. You know what I mean? Stepping Razor. You know what I mean? If Muta ever come out and say, look, we are Israelites, we need to stop follow that Rastafariism and get kicked off of the radio. You know what I mean? Muta get rich because of what him teach. You know what I mean? That is why I'm teaching. And you don't want to do the work, the hard work that it requires to find out who you are. So you accept it. But Muta is no different from McDonald's, KFC, and all them fast food chain. Them feed you fast food that is not healthy for you. Let me continue reading. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, is not the Lord among us? So even though they are teaching you falsely, they're going to say the Most High is with them, knowing that the Most High does not condone what they teach. You understand? The Most High is not, you know what I mean, with that doctrine that they teach. that we are African. The Most High only cares about the children of Israel. You understand? None evil can come upon us, and that is the lie that them tell themselves, that no evil can come upon them. But let me tell you something. You see, for all of the lies that them are teach the children of Israel here in Jamaica, them are going to pay for that. Remember that. All of that, them are going to pay for. And you soon see the I.S.U.P.K and a commanding general, YAHANNA, rise, you know what I mean, to the top, to be the government, the leaders of Black Hispanics and Native Indians. You know what I mean? You're going to see that. And with that, we keep classes on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Tomorrow is the Brotherhood class. I'll be teaching, you know what I mean, 7 p.m. Just tune in, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you can get the notification when we go live. You understand? Wednesday is our law class. My brother, officer of 1,000 Abadawan, he will be teaching that class. And on Sunday is the scripture breakdown class. Officer of 1,000 Abadawan will be teaching that class as well. So subscribe to the channel, leave your comments. You understand? If you disagree, still leave your comments. If you agree, leave your comments. If you have a question, just leave it in the comments. You understand? Share upon all social media platforms. You understand? Yeah, man, make them information go viral. You were the one who made Rastafariism go viral. And now they are proving that they are no different from the Christian church. Make we go viral, and you will see a change. And with that, shalom.